You know, no matter how we feel at the end of the game has gotten to me. Or I'm unwell, one of the two. But I think it's just the game getting to me. Let's talk to Grandpa.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
Okay, so just like Odin, we can just kind of talk to Tor in the mind place.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot? You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin aren't part of my family.
That's the first mention we've had of Saga's father, right? At least that I can remember.
You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end.
Alright, well, let's see what Tor has to say about my father.
Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe.
Certainly feels like a thread that needs to be pulled further. We didn't get another note card in relation to that, though. Huh.
I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom, meaning Wake, he needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Okay.
Don't worry about me, kiddo.
I won't.
Drag my sorry ass over to Odin. Since 5.
Well, I say we'll take the back way back into town. We can look for some nursery rhymes. I don't think there's anything further to be done really anywhere
The NPC
here.
is holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this. Casey. Do you read me, Casey? Damn it.
Cynthia's lamp.
When
You
Cynthia
better be
Weaver was
okay.
downstairs at breakfast, Rose
Focus,
snuck
Olga.
into her room.
Get to the
With
station.
all the lamps in the room, it
Wake.
took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
A lot of scratch here. Okay, so I think this back way is here, right? We have the bolt cutters now. Question is, do we take the time to go back to the trailer park where we know we have needed them? Or do we just kind of stay on the path and wait until we revisit the trailer park? I have a feeling we're going to revisit the trailer park. We've largely run out of places to go. We can tell that because we've got most of our map now. Or our additional maps, I should say. Cult symbol. Oh, here's the stash.
Cold boxes.
Oh, this one just needs a key. We don't have a key. I can't use the screwdriver, right? Yeah. Huh. I have no idea where the key to that would be. Oh, wait. Arrow. Arrow. arrows just pointing to the stash? Just going in a... Oh, wait. Here's the paint. Thought maybe this was pointing towards the key. But maybe I'm wrong? Maybe we missed a key somewhere. Or I think there's like a ranger cabin further on. Maybe that's it too. Maybe we need to find the key first. Yeah, because the arrows seem to be just kind of making a circle. I don't know if we should be ignoring the ones on these like broken signs here. I'm confused by these arrows. So we move on. Lunchbox?
And another lunchbox.
I was kind of hoping there'd be a key in here. Don't pretend to be anyone or anything besides who you are. Thank you, Rose. Okay. So which way are these buildings? We've got a long wraparound path this way. Maybe the key's over here. Another radio program. Oh, and a page.
What's this say? Jim Figamore.
Rose at bingo night.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ati was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
So that was what led to Tor going to the treatment facility. And Scratch did that. Okay.
And about Winnie Davis going missing, but it sounds like they have.
All right. Oh.
Alan Walker fellow you're talking about. Terry, you were there last
Alan
Sunday
Walker?
at the markets.
I think they got that one wrong.
Visit, remember? Pat? No. And who was selling beef jerky in the
Map makes it seem like there's more path here.
Now how can she be selling me?
How's it? I guess it's this. I hear an enemy, but I don't see one. So I'm just going to keep going and pretend that nothing can hurt me. God, am I losing it? God, where are they? Wasn't that sigh? God. And that is why I'm still happy we put the one shot on. Thing is too fast. I can't even. Okay. Seriously, do they always sigh like that? I'm gonna check these arrows one more time. See, I'd think maybe it was something to do with this paint, but there's another arrow at the tree. Which way is this pointing? So, I think it's pointing right at this. Maybe past this? Is it pointing at this tree? No. Oh, maybe further back. Hold on. Okay, I give up. Alright, well, that's a bust. We need to go further down yet. I want to get on that trail, and it looks like that'll take me down to the rest of this. Looking for clues. I feel like Cauldron Lake keeps getting bigger. Is it just me? Alright, so can we go on that beach? I don't think we can. I think the beach is past the kind of out of bounds barrier, at least the... so much as I've understood it on the map. Is this just a safe room? Oh no, there's no light in here. It's not a safe room. Audie and the janitors. Kind of surprised there's not more in here, though. Random manuscript page. Something. Huh. Let's check around. Oh. It's a safe room. Okay. We just got to turn the power on. I thought I heard something while I was doing that. I don't see anything, though. Oh, there's our manuscript page. Ooh. What was that one? It said Bright Fall.
The 81st annual Deer Fest was just around the corner. Everyone in Bright Falls was bustling. There were banners to be hung, pies baked, deer masks sold. Bright Falls had made the top 100 American small town lists for its modest rustic charm. The town expected a lot of tourists this year, but a shadow hung over the Deer Fest preparations. The forecast promised rain. Fearful whispers promised more murders. The police were on high alert. Sheriff Breaker had deputies patrolling the streets at night. Bright Falls was no stranger to odd happenings, but to cancel Deerfest? Out of the question. The townsfolk were anxious, their anticipation mixed with fear. People had restless dreams. The lights seemed dimmer. Floodwater pressed in on the town, and the shadows poured in with it.
Well, something broke the closed captions there. Little paragraph scratched out there. Town expected a lot of tourists. Why are they trying to get more people here? All right. Yeah, we may have to consider switching soon. It feels like I really thought the game would kind of back and forth us. But now I'm wondering if we should have been kind of switching over to Alan after bosses or something.
Had to be a way out.
Fucking monsters.
Why is there just like shadow here? Well, charge didn't do anything to it. I think we have a symbol stash. Light bulb. Yeah, we need 3 symbols. Maybe the symbols arrows are pointing to? This is just pointing down. Is there a symbol behind the bush? Got the 2 down triangles. The sideways triangles. There's got to be something behind this bush. Where's the down one? Stashes are apparently getting too smart for me. Down arrow. I mean, that arrow is pointing directly to this arrow. All right, we're going to try something. We got the 2 downs, the left and right. I'm going to say the 2 downs are the first one. I don't think my plan is working. Damn. Yeah, the plan was to cheat. The plan was absolutely to cheat. I was thinking maybe the 2 downs were the first one. This was the second one. And I was hoping we could just kind of stumble upon to the third one, but I don't see anything like above the arrow either. Let me follow this. Does that arrow... The arrow in no way points to this one. Although that one's kind of pointing this way. I'll take the ammo. I don't know what to do here either. So we got a key I didn't have. And we've got arrows I can't work out. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, so it's the hourglass. Why is that arrow pointing down like that? So the 2 down, the hourglass, and the left, right.
Another cult stash. Another cult box.
So it's some variation of these 3. Let's put the downs first. Hourglass. Okay, I'm not sure how we were supposed to have figured out the order there. We just got word the feds have Alan Wake in custody. He came out of the lake. He's dangerous. Everyone be on high alert. We need to take the writer out. Spread the word. Okay, so there's definitely going to be an assault on the precinct. Thankfully, that gives me plenty of bad puns for the episode title. Okay. Let's check out the ranger station. Waiting for more dickheads to jump out at me. It's very red. Very red. Where's the deer head? All right, can we just break open this one? All right. You know it's in here somewhere.
Another rhyme.
Oh. All right, let's see what we... A child needs their mother to keep them safe and a home as their hiding place. Because outside the monsters roam and chase when they ring your doorbell, don't yell. Don't tell them to go away, give them treats and pray. They won't rock your house down to the ground. All right, so mother, we have that one. And give candy to the monster.
Nah.
Damn. Because outside, the monsters roam and chase when they ring your doorbell. Don't tell them to go away, give them treats and pray. Home is a hiding place. I don't know, I thought this was an easy one. We got an eye, a heart, waves, candy, and home. We have a child doll. Maybe we need to add the child doll in. Maybe the child goes on
That's
the
not
tree.
right.
Well, thank you, Saga. You could help.
Nope.
What else would it be? A child needs their mother to keep them safe. And a home is their hiding place. Maybe the child goes on the home? Maybe the mother is what I'm thinking wrong here?
Yes.
Okay. Was that in the game or in my real life? You guys heard a doorbell, right? Oh. There's footsteps. Oh, I'm even more upset there wasn't
Another
even
charm.
actually something here. Oh, God. I know something's going to pop out at us.
Hi there, little friend.
Does that leave 3? I just hear things now. That's the life I lead. Just constantly hear weird things in the world. Flashes of people's faces. This game is not doing good things to me mentally. Alright, can we get on this computer? More test sites. Dr. Campbell acknowledged and understood that goes for both of us, Michaels and me. It really was not gallivanting as you put it, though, as I was attacked by some rabid animal out there in the woods, and Michaels helped me get medical attention in town. You should know all that if you read your messages, of course, in any case, orders received. It's come to my attention that both of you left your posts on several occasions while on duty to gallivant around town on personal business. This is unacceptable. You are under strict FBC protocols regarding covertness and confidentiality, and as your supervisor, I am responsible for your conduct at all times. If you find the work boring, too bad. You are to fulfill your roles and duties as I see fit and as the project requires. I'm changing your posts. I'll be overseeing the watery area as it now has the most test sites to cover. The ranger cabin there will be my base of operations. Vega, you're moving to Cauldron Lake's Witchfinder Station. Michaels, you are staying in the Bright Falls Station. I don't want to hear any excuses, but I need you to acknowledge these orders. Now that's the whole team that's been doing the tests then. Because I believe we've encountered kind of all 3 of their bases then. Ooh. Another test site down in front of us there. Okay, so, and I think we actually were already some of these places. I don't think the stash right over here is the one that pissed me off with the math puzzle. There it is. Yeah, see, just let me hop down, please. Come on. I know you can do movement better than this. I've played Control. Waiting to hear the douchebags show up.
Another locked box.
I mean, I called that perfectly. Let me teleport halfway across the map and then throw ranged attacks at you. Real fun. Okay. Is this another key? What is this? That must be a hint to where the key is, right? But I can't see it, and it won't let me, like, zoom in on it. Usually there's a little icon we can hover over or something, but... Damn, another one we need a key for. Wonder if there's like a master key that we missed somewhere. Because I don't even know what to make of that hint. This wraps around back to the main path. We'll follow it and maybe we'll get lucky, but I don't even have the beginnings of an idea there. At least on the last one, we kind of had those arrows I could begin to guess with. I don't even know what to do with a kind of newspaper clipping there. Especially one that I can't actively read. Rocks. Is there a lunchbox up here? We've gotten this lunchbox. Okay, so we have been over here now then. Well, I just want to go to that beach then. So we're almost done out here then. As soon as I can figure out the right rocks I can walk down. Because I think this is it. If that wrapped around, I'd like to check this testing site and
rhymes.
I think we'll be good. All right, to the beach the child went wandering. Pretty shiny rocks she's gathering, but from the water a monster rose, a horrible beast with a pointy nose, a flapping wing and dragging toes. But the child was wrong, it was her mother all along, on a boat grabbing a towel that's already gone. Okay. So I already see waves, that would be the monster. There's a boat, that would be the mother. Child went wandering. I don't know how we'd represent child going wandering, but let's put the monster on the water. Okay, let's put the child in the woods. Nope.
Ugh.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Why does that represent wandering? I really don't get a couple of these. Also, I hear...
Shadows. Murders.
Huh. I don't know if maybe she was going to say more.
A charm.
That's a different charm for
Perfect
once.
for my bracelet.
Increases effectiveness of painkillers and trauma pads. I think we're cheating enough. Okay. So we could potentially check the boatyard. Oh, there's a testing site in the boatyard too. That's a nice quick jog away though. And then we're back in town. So we are back on the path, I believe. I guess I can't run any further out. No, son of a bitch. I will be very happy to leave the woods if you haven't noticed. Okay. So theoretically, we just need the testing site. Oh. Lunchbox?
There's another lunchbox.
And a manuscript page. Ooh, it's for Rose.
Woke up from another dream from her idol. Another message. All through her morning routine, she was humming happily. So happily, she realized she was starting to forget what Alan had told her. Something about a hero who would come to save them all. And the hero... Rose frowned. This won't do, Rose Marigold. You know better than to forget. Something about knitwear. The hero Liked it? Rose nodded, determined. She'd use the knitwork to guide the hero to the secret stashes she had hid in the forest to help them. Knitwear to mark the spot. Alan will love that, she thought. Now she only needed the knitwork. Rose thought hard. Mandy May was always knitting. Mandy May would help her.
And we talked to Rose about that. So we knew it was her doing this. Ooh. The woods were dark. I held my breath. I could hear heavy footsteps out amongst the trees. I was scared. My heart beat in my chest like a small bird fluttering against its cage. I shivered. I was cold, too. I saw a shape emerge from the trees. It was a menacing, large shape. A bad shape. It looked at me with evil, glowing eyes. I gasped. No, it had seen me. It growled and lurched toward me. I ran. I ran and ran and ran until running became too hard to do. I couldn't run anymore, so I stopped running. I could feel the monster's hot breath on my neck. I was too afraid to turn around. It was about to get me. I was a goner for sure. I ran again. I had never been so scared, not ever. This was the end. I wished someone, anyone, would come save me. That was rough. Is that Rose writing from experience, or is that more of Rose's attempted novel writing? Alright, well, this is the boatyard. Can I get out on this pier? No. Is it so damn red? It said there was a testing site over here, right? Oh, here it is.
Oh, another rhyme.
5 little monsters out on the sea competing to see who the winner will be. They rocked their boats to find out who floats until one little monster did fall. Mama called out to the sea and cried, and the sea she replied, on the bottom they will rot if they will not stop rocking their boats. Huh. So Mama called out to the sea, so the mother over there. Maybe a monster on the boat. Oh. Well, shit. We got one on the first try. That has not happened to us many times. I thought we might need to use the child, too. Maybe monster was kind of a metaphor there, but seems okay. Not easy to see.
Back with the Pat Main radio hour. Up next, it's time to make
Your best was just around the corner!
like every year.
Wow, 4 at once.
Reinventing the wheel here. But first, I need to address something. I know the last couple of shows took a strange turn.
That's a new charm. What can we dump for now?
Lots of charms lying around here.
Chance to stun an enemy on a flashlight boost. You know, I feel like the flashlight boost should already be stunning the enemies, but maybe that's just me. Alright. Well, I feel good about all this now then.
Guys are gonna be on the opening day of Tempest.
So let's go to the sheriff's station. I don't know if that should have worked. I guess there's no reason it shouldn't. Alright. Nope, time of day shifted. It's not red anymore. Now it's a yellow. Nah, it's still pretty red, isn't it? Alright, where was the sheriff's station? Is around back here, right?
People just burst in here and expect others to clean up after them.
I don't think they really cared about who was cleaning up. Doesn't really seem like the kind of people that would care about that. That's just my assessment, though.
I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Oh, that's not a great thing to hear right before we go to the station. Is there anywhere in town? I'm gonna say, is there anywhere in town we've not gone into that we could, but I'm... From the way the map looks, I'm guessing not. The enterable buildings are a different color. Oh.
Power's out. Always a good sign. There's Taken inside.
Okay, we need a key.
Holding cells.
Probably need power
where they're
for
keeping
that.
Wake? Door's locked, though.
I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. Did we? I think we read this already. Theft is not taken seriously, or is taken seriously around here. It's a SARE station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. Kind of nut counts toilet paper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we read that last time we were here. Okay. Let's check back here. Maybe there's a key back here.
Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Where's there a closet? Oh. Oh, uh-oh.
Agent
You okay?
Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
I wonder if the Taken and the Hiss are related. We'll learn about the Hiss during Control.
It was sharp.
The Hiss were the enemies. Oh, the big ass bastard. Yeah, the Hiss are the enemies in Control. And they are
All clear, Estevez.
not dissimilar to the Taken. Alright, we need a key for everything. Does she have the key?
That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Have you found my partner? Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
He's gone full noir.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Back into the morgue, huh? What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Problems at HQ. I wonder how timeline-wise this place is with Control. Because, I mean, the entire plot of Control is issues at Control HQ, the old house. Oldest house, I think it is. Huh. Got a shotgun. Another shotgun? Oh, ours is sawed off. All right. Research proposal. Alan Wake and Cult Connection summary. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake is reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of death found in the writings of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers reveal they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, and consider his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there's no evidence supporting that idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in a location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence and would like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. Oop, there's one more here. Emergency incident report, the Lake House. Research facility WA-03 at Cauldron Lake has been compromised, cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, heads of the operations at the Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active Altered World event in the area requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The investigation department has no knowledge of the Lake House's recent research or project due to worsening communications and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. So, if I'm tracking, the recent research progress would be the trying to make fiction alter the reality. We've seen the testing sites for this. Or there was another test going on here that we don't know about. We'll learn more about Altered World events and Control. They're pretty much what they sound like, though. A bunch of different books. Don't forget. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they repeat. I wonder if that's the code for the shotgun somehow. Five books here. Only 3 numbers, though. What? How can I get 3 numbers? There's a UFO. UFO on 3 of these. UFO is 3. What numbers would that... we only go up to 9, though. Oh, well, because, yeah, it keeps wrapping around. Okay, so... F would be 6. O would be 5. What would you be? So you would be 1. So 1, 6, 5. Damn. Okay, I guess it's not UFO. I don't know, it seems weird that there's 3 UFO books here. I don't see anything else that would indicate to me the 3 digits. The book here with like flames around it. Ugh. None of the authors are 3-letter names. Maybe it's... So we have part 1, part 2, and part 3 of UFOs, myths, and reality here. Maybe those are the 3 numbers. Part 1 is the first number, part 2 is the second number. So we have Quincy, Batston, and Westmore. Maybe we want QBW. So Q would be 7. B would be 2. And W would be 3. 7, 2, 3. Every once in a while, I get to feel like a smart guy. Yeah, we don't have any room for it. We gotta find a safe place to drop off our old shotgun, but I did the puzzle. That makes me happy. I care more about doing the puzzle than I've gotten the gun. Okay. So we can go to the morgue now.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
Trying to think of where we haven't gone in here. It's not a ton. I feel like we were able to... I know there were a couple of rooms that were closed or that we couldn't enter from a certain side.
There's another cult stash.
Triangle. This one has a 1 next to it. What is that telling us? It appears as a fraction, but that doesn't make any sense. Triangle has 3 sides, but there's an extra line in the triangle. And the hexagon is just a hexagon. So if it was number of sides, you'd think 136. But why is there an extra line? One diagonal line. One diagonal line, two diagonal lines. Is it wanting diagonal lines? Because the extra line here is a straight line or a horizontal line. I don't know if that makes any sense over here. Maybe there's two vertical lines over here and it doesn't like that. So it would be 1, 2, 4. Is it just the number of lines? There's one line there. That's why the number 1 is there. So it would be 1, 4, 6. Okay. Beware the cult of the tree. Yeah, I'm good. All right, but no fuse. We do have a detailed map. Okay. So maintenance and medical storage is where we weren't able to get into last time. Got a save room here that I think is not fully functional yet. Not until we get the power back on. Oh, but we can use the shoebox. Okay. Well, we'll send that over. And we'll dump these charms. Not that any of this matters, because I'm a filthy, filthy cheater. Please feel free to cheat on your video games, kids. Alright, so... yeah, we gotta go to medical storage. Casey?
Stay the fuck down!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in!
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
Couldn't tell what that vision was.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Let's ask what happened back at the hotel first.
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now. I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, we have the fuse. And the fuse box is right here, actually.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
What's in this extra room? Oh, shit. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I say, except that we're apparently being poltergeisted. Alright, we're just wrapping back around. I'm just making sure we don't have any manuscript pages. Because at this point, I don't care about anything else. I just want to hear more of Alan talking to me.
More coming down.
I don't like that one. That was creepy.
Situation is under control, Estevez.
Okay. Yep, that. We've been everywhere now. Let's go get that shotgun, just for funsies. And then we'll go talk to Alan.
Anderson,
Theoretically.
Over here, behind the counter. Got a little cramped in that closet.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the back lot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
What's going on?
I had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
I've been to that department. What do you mean my inventory is full? Probably need to make room for it, right? My apologies, we had some recording issues. Cut out for a minute. Everything should be good now. Didn't miss anything, thankfully. I noticed pretty quickly for once. All we did was collect that shotgun, and then we moved into the holding cells.
Town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea.
Elmo's yelling at us, and we found a manuscript page amongst some blood here. So, really didn't miss much, I promise.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
So that was the takeover. Yeah, they're mad we shot them. I don't remember which brother we shot, but they're mad.
Need the key.
Oh, is that not the key?
Saga, do you have it?
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry! Don't fucking give it to him! Get him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it
Scratch.
is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wade. The plan is fucked. Fuck. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
Okay, lights. Got it.
My light isn't affecting him.
How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FPC generator cubes.
Prime these.
Got one.
Okay, so I don't think the one shot is actually going to make this any different than it would have been normally. Maybe he stuns a little easier because we can one shot. Oh god, that sound is. You hear that rain?
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Did it take Alan too?
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
It looked like Alan disappeared too, back into the dark place maybe? Be better if Dolly Parton was doing it.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said
So it was never Alan to begin
it's a
with.
shit show. So what's the plan?
So maybe the real Alan must be the one we were playing with a couple weeks back now, in the dark place still. Which means Alan still hasn't actually gotten out. Or maybe they just captured the wrong Alan in the woods. I don't know. I really like this game.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
One more thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Okay, so that's a little bit of an explanation on altered world events.
What happened at the lake house?
About to begin the lake house expansion. Do you wish to continue? No, not yet. We're gonna play Control before we before we do any of these expansions. We're gonna play Control and then we're gonna come back to Alan Wake 2. So
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
all right, we're wrapping things around now.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
So I'm now wondering, because if this was Scratch the whole time, then it was Scratch that told us Scratch was editing the manuscript. What if it is Alan editing the manuscript? And Scratch, oh God, my brain hurts.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
We can profile Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Oh, we got something for Alan, too, though. Trapped in the dark place.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Okay. So I think that confirms we've been actually dealing with Scratch the whole time. Huh. While we're in here, I'm gonna clear out some of this. We haven't come in here with our case files in a little while. I don't know that I'd mind hearing some deductions from Saga either. Oh, no, down here. Ah, where is Wake? Yep. Wake is trapped in the dark
Wake
place.
is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
We've heard glimpses of that. And we saw her side of one conversation and his side while we were in the dark place. I had just assumed that once he was pulled out, that there stopped being any parody. But now I'm guessing when we go back to Alan, it's going to be even more obvious that whatever Alan is doing in the dark place is lining up with what we've been doing with Saga out here. And if that's the case, then I'm glad we weren't swapping back and forth. Because if we had, it might have been more obvious that our Alan was not Alan, it was Scratch. Mike has been contacting me from the dark place. How to rescue Wake. We don't know how to rescue Wake. I mean, we need a way in. We don't even know where he would be, though. All right. Yeah, let's start dropping some of these things off. FBC, powerful light array. Light in the dark presence.
Right.
Perfect.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Clicker acts like an amplifier. Up here with the clicker. Because Wake wrote the story, only Wake can edit it. How to stop the story over here.
Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Anderson family's immune because of the hereditary power, just like they used to be. Where would that go, though? Will my memories change?
Sure.
Yeah.
The story doesn't affect me like it does other people. Because of who I am. Because of my family.
Entered the dark place. That's got to be an overlap.
Overlaps require pieces of art to enter. Is that because of the dark place's focus on art?
Area found in overlap is always flooded. Oh, and we can't do any of these other ones yet. And that makes sense. That one is literally called The Story. So I don't feel too terribly surprised. I guess we don't have anything on this one. Why does it say we have something on this one? I'm very confused. Is it just because... Okay, it's just because I haven't looked. Alright, Cult of the Tree. Note detailing the steps of the cult ritual. Note about using the cult in the cult ritual. Cult tried to kill Alan Wake. Cult goal. Yep. Cultist room hidden beneath Elmo's place. That would be a who's involved. Cult initiation letter signed by Elmo and Jocko. Cult initiation letter. That would be still who's involved. Elmo. Up here. Rose. Yeah, so if Rose was still getting orders from the dark place, then she might have been talking to Alan. Or communicating with. Where would that go? I don't know where that would go. Let's check these other ones. FBC file linking cult activity to Wake. Note instructing cultists to take the rider out. Coco? Yep. No mention of writing and cult's ritual steps. Writing part of the ritual. Okay, that cleared that. Cultist note about ritual being interrupted. Cultural, no. Being interrupted. I don't know on that one either. Report on Rose. Who's involved? Yeah, okay. So that's where this one's gonna go then too. Yeah, not a cult member. We know Rose isn't a cult member. Email pressuring Bloom to recruit cult members would be down here with Bloom. Drug-fueled scribbles on the original cult triangle symbol. There's a symbol thing up here.
That's it.
Thor and Odin with the cultists. We put that with who's involved. Email about recruiting the two, which we know hasn't worked. Note found in cultist stash mentioning M and T. Who's involved? Yes. Yeah, the cops. Thor and Odin again. Not cult members, we knew that. Elmo, so down here. Cultist note admonishing members sabotaging FBC equipment. Where would that go? Cult psychology? Yeah, okay. That's Mulligan and Thornton. Cultist note about the ritual being interrupted. Maybe in the psychology? Yeah. Oh no. Cult ritual? Cult goal? I have no idea where this one goes. Cultist note about ritual being interrupted. Wouldn't be symbology. Wait, Nightingale only victim to become monster, maybe because of the interruption. Okay, yep. Alright, that clears out the clues we have for that one, at least. Previous murder didn't have anything wrong button. Fact and fiction. Casey thinks they took a break. That'll be My Life in Watery. Yep.
I never did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
Don't be making fun of soap operas now. Torn Odin. Still Tor talking about the Andersons. More Odin. Alright, all Andersons have power. Mom never told me. Okay, we had that discussion with ourselves already. Mind place isn't a mental. We learned that.
Tor and Odin can actually speak with me in my mind place. Thanks to their own powers.
Painting of Freya. This is all just stuff we went over, but I never put the
Tor
clues
and Odin
up for.
are my relatives. The evidence fits with what I know is true. It's a lot to process.
Father was a problem. Freya was afraid of the Anderson power.
The way Tor behaved, I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry.
Don't have enough to close this out. Wondering how many we may have missed. Okay. Still says we can do something here in the story. I guess I didn't scroll over these, did I? Okay. Yeah, I'm worried we're missing notes. But it is what it is. We read these.
I'm sorry about your brother-in-law.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Watery and Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
That doesn't explain the initial bodies, though. Also, the tree targeted people already corrupted by the dark presence. Or maybe the others had turned. Or were going to, but they stopped them preemptively. Cult of the Tree kills Taken to protect Bright Falls and Watery. Why do we can't use these? Why does it keep telling me we can?
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
We encountered information about the Torchbearers in the dark place with Alan when we were playing as him. They were one of the groups we were able to work the story around. So let's keep the Torchbearers in mind or at least in the back of our minds as we move forward.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
So they're afraid specifically of Alan. Ritual was meant to destroy Taken, not create them. Up here. Elmo's never heard of Scratch. Cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he's the cause. Cult psychology? Maybe the cult ritual. Maybe the Nightingale thing. Oh, I didn't see this one down here. Okay, did it give us another profile too? I think it did.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
We're definitely at the point where I think being in here is more useful again because we've got enough information to start getting answers.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Does that mean we were technically playing as a Taken in the beginning of the game? Why does it just want to keep telling me those pieces are... Okay. Let's go see what information is in the... Oh wait, you have more to say?
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Right, we know the door's right here. We have the key for it now.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
The cult didn't trust Wake.
That's funny.
Or is it Scratch?
Kill me were my ex's favorite.
Interview with Alan. Or as we know now, it was Scratch. Mr. Wake, you've been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel, anything we may need to know. There's a force here you don't understand, a presence, it's after me, it wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before, why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create, it wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography, can feed on any of it, all of it, you have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's go back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not listening to me. Ooh, Alan swore. That's interesting. But it wasn't Alan, it was Scratch. We're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Expletive you. Let me the expletive out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. Hold on, there's another page here.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Through extensive interviews of witnesses of Altered World Event 35, additional details regarding the shadow have been discovered. Redacted and redacted, both present during the Altered World event, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in the Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who immigrated with filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland. It was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during the redacted AW in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are a shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. Shadow can manifest as any individual contained within Cauldron Lake. So once it eats you, it can be you. Research is actively ongoing.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Well, that's, I don't think, news to anyone. At approximately 1900 hours on 13 September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold for what researchers theorize is the original dimension of A40, the shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from a remote operations site. All available shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. Confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of Lake House and its staff. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake. Who's Redacted? What other operatives would be here? That's interesting. Damn it.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Descriptions: para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possessed the ability to alter reality, changes being based on redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult, because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. The clicker only works near Cauldron Lake. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effects of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. This all happened last game. And in fact, Dr. Hartman appears kind of in Control's Alan Wake DLC as the Shadow, or a Shadow at least. So that's what's being redacted here, is the fact that Dr. Hartman actually survived the events of the first game. He was running a artist retreat, but he was actually siphoning everyone's art, I think what was happening. But Control found what was left of Hartman and tried locking him up. It didn't work very well. Item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Again, we saw that in the first game. Light switch is possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. So OOP is object of power. Again, it's something we'll get more into in Control, but the very, very general idea is that there are objects in the world of a special nature that convey otherworldly powers, and when wielded by a para-utilitarian, someone capable of drawing out that power, they're capable of many things. Let's see if we can put that on the board, get Saga's input on this, just in case I'm talking out my ass a whole bunch. I mean, I am, but, you know, maybe we can clarify some things. FBC file on the clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
FBC file on Cauldron Lake. Oh God, we gotta go do an overlap at the lake. The Dark Presence was Barbara Yeager. We knew that from last game.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Boar has something to say.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Best way to get your enemy to trust you is to just tell them the truth, right? That didn't open anything here. And just because we're in here, I want to check something.
2 remaining.
There's 2 remaining.
I'm so sorry, Uncle.
Oh, know anything about the clicker?
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. Definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Okay. Apparently we need to come up with a new plan. All right, that gave us some profiling.
But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Okay.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
We're gonna play some music again?
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Nah.
What happened at the
Oh,
lake
nope,
house?
wrong button.
What happened at the lake house?
No, I hit the other button.
So we need
It's
Wake to
switched.
fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one.
I
Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
It's the beginning of the end of the game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. The only thing I can think of that we haven't been able to do.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
We have one trailer. The question is, can we even go back to the trailer park?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
It is just straight nighttime now, too. At least it's not friggin' red anymore. I'll take that as a win. So we can get back to the trailer park. That one trailer is the only thing I feel like we have left, stopping us from saying we can just kind of go ahead. Said we'd still have limited travel, so I'm hoping I'm not wasting time here. But since we also need to go to Cauldron Lake, I don't know that that means we're going to come back to Watery. I also don't like that we're coming back here and it's stupid dark now. I guess the good news is that it's kind of a straight walk to the trailer park since The flooding and everything's gone. All right, this place is stupid creepy at night. I don't like this. Oh, God. This was a terrible idea. We're just gonna go straight there. Are you evil? You're not evil. Why are you here? Just out having a smoke. Blazing doobies. It's not a doobie. That was a cigarette. Oh, wow. It is shockingly dark. Did we leave Bright Falls and enter Silent Hill? Damn. This fog, man. All right. Trailer park sign. I cannot believe we made it here without anything coming at us. We made a save in a little bit. Let's do that before something bad happens. Oh my God, I haven't saved it. Oh, I had to, yeah. It says an hour 50 minutes because I left things running while I fixed our issue with the recording, which took a little while, so it's been a while, but it hadn't been that long at least. Is there a light on in there before? Oh, nope. Bolt cutters. Okay, yeah, I think this means we can get in here. Dexter's kill room, cool. This place is fairly empty. All right. We've unlocked the door. Really figured there'd be something in here. Oh, oh, oh.
Another
There
one
is.
of those rhymes.
The old man who could not see had no children of his own, so he cared for a fawn not yet grown, for the deer for him was dear, and filled his life with love. All right, old man. I'm assuming is the wise old elder, or wise elder. Deer for him was dear. Let's put it on the heart. Let's put the deer on the heart.
Right.
Got that one.
Parasites!
A charm for my bracelet.
Slightly increases time before darkness shields regenerate. So, cool and all. But I was really hoping, because if we recall, there is another test out on the dock that we just don't seem to have the right dolls for. I was hoping the missing dolls were in that trailer, but I see no reason to believe that. So, I mean, we could stand around and bang our heads for a while and hope to figure something out, but I don't see anything changing. We know where the stuff we couldn't get into is, and I don't feel like anything's changed that would make me think we can get into any of it now all of a sudden. That was the big thing. I was really hoping there was a new doll in there, but there wasn't, so maybe we missed that somewhere too, maybe in one of the earlier testing sites. It seems strange because everywhere else the dolls we needed were pretty much within the testing sites, but I looked over that dock quite a bit. Now that doesn't mean I didn't miss it, but at this point I would just be retracing my steps out of frustration, and I don't think it's going to add enough to make it worth the time at this point for either of us. So we will head back to Bright Falls, and we will, I guess, lock in the decision to go to Cauldron Lake. I wonder if Alan's take place after we get him out of the dark place, and that's why the game hasn't... The game says we could have switched back and forth. The idea that we could switch back and forth at any point makes me think Alan's stuff is taking place at the same time, especially since we now know Alan never left the dark place. My brain's not big enough for this game. I felt smart when I understood most of Control, and now I feel like that's all been blown out of the water. We're just gonna go and we're gonna do our best. I think the fun thing about some of this stuff, games like this, like even some TV shows that have these kind of themes, I think it's okay for us not to have the same interpretation of every little thing. I always think that's cool, because, you know, then when I talk about it with my mom or the wife, it's fun to hear everybody's different ideas. So, all right, I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready to head to Cauldron Lake now. Let's get the plan started.
Okay, here we go. We'll be there for you. What do you need from us?
I'll head to Cauldron Lake with the clicker.
Scratch will try to get you, Anderson. You'll need backup.
I can tell there's no talking you out of coming, Casey. Estevez, is there a way to get that light array to the lake?
Oh, I've got you covered, so good news there. And we'll bring our mobile containment unit. It's specially built for entities like Scratch.
And this work of art, Anderson. What's the plan for that?
I'll make some calls on the way. Just meet me at Cauldron Lake.
All right. If only we knew some people that rocked.
Tor, I need the old gods of Asgard. I need a very special song.
Hell yeah! The tour bus is already loaded, and we've said our goodbyes. Ready to hit the road, just like the old times, baby.
You saw this coming, huh? Of course. I need a song about Alan Wake. About bringing him out of the dark place.
A rider. A lake of darkness. Bringing him into the light. It writes itself.
The old gods were the house band on the talk show, Mr. Door's talk show. That means if they're playing over there and they're playing over here, it makes the thinning. Is this a manuscript page?
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskinen sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Okay. The question is where we got what, like where Scratch came out of? Do we think that's the thinning? This will be the second overlap at Cauldron Lake.
Pick up. David, please pick up.
David.
David! It's me. Where have you...
Stop. For once, you need to listen. You left me. You took my daughter away from me. Then you let her... She's dead because of you. And I don't ever want to hear your voice again. Stop calling me.
The scope of the story is reaching further and further out.
Jesus Christ. It's getting worse. It's spreading. I'm running out of time.
All right. So it wants us to go to the lake shore. Oh, but look at this. We got Reddit out here. So I think we need to go the long way this time. Let's just double check. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all right, because that's going to bring us by what I think is the last place that we haven't gone to. And that would be the rental cabins. I'm lost already? Ah, here we go.
We're incoming with the lights. Anderson, where do you want them?
Set them up on the shore. We need to be ready if Scratch shows up.
We'll be ready. Estevez out.
Okay. Oh, Sally Upton's family. Okay, we read that already. Where is the behind us? Okay. Forgot about this place. I really don't remember seeing the bulk, I don't know, the whatever needed to, the chain, I guess, is what we're breaking on bolt cut. This must be a safe room. Okay, how much area is actually in here? We got 4 buildings. Little backyard there, and that's just a drop off. All right. Hopefully this won't take too long then. Yep, this is a safe room. We got a manuscript page.
Animals stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Tornado, castle, roof, cave. This one wants a key too. Alright, let's look at this image for a second. It looks like it's pointing towards a tree, inevitably. I gotta assume it's in this area. So it wouldn't even let us switch reality right now if we wanted to. Alright, I don't see anything in the backyard. Oh, let's check out the cabins.
Must be locked from the other side.
Let's not check out the cabins. I didn't want to go in there anyway. That cabin looks dumb. Why would anyone rent it? Alright, we got in this one though. A back door. Maybe we can take that into the other cabin. We go under this. Okay, so this will lead us to this cabin too. Oh, okay, so this is the same thing we saw. Window, tornado, castle with a 3, a bridge, go under a bridge maybe, over a carcass to tree number 2. I feel like I'm more confused now. I want to find a tree. I wonder if we need to take this way to actually get to the shore.
There's a rhyme over here.
Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through. The clever crows caw their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. Alright. Crows keep an eye. Monsters hatching has to be the egg. And the hero's rewards.
Sure.
Let's go. Birds watching you like in that movie, but protective, not attacking. Mythical inspiration. God, somebody was writing here. These are notes on a possible story. Corvus Corax from the family Corvidae. Research symbology. Elements, stalking monsters, watchful birds. Stakes can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful conditions. Make sure the rhyming is looser this time. Need to test the approach possibility. This is in direct reference to this testing. It's writing a nursery rhyme that somebody can understand. Okay. Oh, but what did it... Well, what did it alter is the question. I'm gonna guess something over here. Yeah. Another charm. Oh.
Hello.
There's only one more. I care about so little at this point because I don't understand it except for the deers. I have to know. That was poorly phrased. I care about a lot. I just meant of the like extra stuff. At this point, it's gotten a bit. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. There's paint on the trees. Where does this put me? This will help us get out. So, hold on. Let's go check the other cabin real quick. We'll see if we can even get inside it. That's where we came through. Is this the back of the other one? Oh, I think it is. All right, opened up. Lunchbox. His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real. And he was. He was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. You're back, I breathed. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't cold any longer. Another key that we just don't know where the hell is at. This is a 3. Where's that picture? Hold on. Hold on. So, window, tornado. A castle with a 3, that the third cabin. That's the arrow's going under the bridge, and we had to crawl under a tree. So, where is there a carcass? Oh, we saw some writing on the trees over here. Hold on. Two. Or no, we want 2. It says 2. Oh. Okay. That makes me really wonder if maybe the trees with the arrows on them before, I just missed wherever the key was lying on the ground. I don't know where, because I feel like I looked pretty closely, but again, I guess the key could be anywhere, although it feels like keys are generally nearby where you need them for. In the long run, it's whatever. We have done our best to find the things we can, except for that one stash where I just said fuck it, but you know, whatever. Okay, this one was actually pretty fun, much better than the math test. All right, you got me. I deserved it. All right, well, let's get down to the lake shore then. There's everything else here we've done, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know what else would be left, so we just got to see what's going to try and dick with us on our way there, because you know it's not going to be straightforward. Also, I want to look in this gazebo real quick. I feel like whenever we see a gazebo, we find something inside of it. But, you know, it's not a science or anything, so. How am I supposed to know? Can we go through this? Seems like we should be able to, but we cannot. So, I guess this was just a completely optional area. That's fine. I'm with that guy. It was a lot funner than the math test, so at least we got to do something a little, made my brain work a little bit.
That must be Tornodin. Maybe I should check in.
Kiddo! We're almost at the gig! And Odin's run over 4 minions of darkness! The bus is our hammer! I'm driving with one hand!
I need you to meet me at the shore. Is the song ready?
Almost! Odin's got a killer chorus! Bro, tree! Tree! What tree? There's no tree in the song! Who the fuck put the tree in the middle of the road? We're not on a road!
Drive carefully, Grandpa.
Pedal to the metal, bro! Metal to the pedal! Yeah!
Very rock and roll way to drive.
The van's not doing well. That's not what I expected to... What was that? Did they just block my path this way? Or did they create a path for me this way? I see enemies in front of me. This is a dead end, though. Oh no, we can go up here across. Okay. Oh yeah, there was that. So this is the one of the other mass stashes. This was a much simpler one. Okay, so we just had to run by and have that quick encounter.
Cellar, good to go, Anderson.
Great. A Tornod in there yet?
The 2 golden oldies? Oh, they're here. And they bought moonshine. I love them already.
They're a lot.
They are a lot, but they're awesome.
You wanted to know what art we would use? Well, that's them. I'll be there soon.
Okay. So we just want to cut left here. And we'll go around. Got some containers there, but we don't really need anything, so we're just gonna go. God. Yeah, the old guards were mowing down shit here.
1, 2. How you feeling tonight, Cauldron Lake? Been a while since we played on this shore.
Oh, I thought there were more I thought all those bodies were about to get up.
Gonna need more reverb. I'm getting no bounce out here. Hey, where are my chimes? I threw them out. Chimes are not rock and roll. Yeah,
hey,
they are.
I'm here.
If you know how to
I'm here.
use
Let's
them.
get ready.
Anderson, we've set up a control center up here overlooking the area.
Anderson, I can drop more gear down for you if you're running low.
I'll use the lights to hit the Taken when they come. Light them up for you. Bad news is we were in a hurry. The power supply is spotty. Your partner here will try to keep it running.
I'm not a damn mechanic. I wish your tech guy was here, Kieran.
Well, I mean, let's just do it.
Grandpa, you signal me when the song is done, and I'll use the clicker to bring Wake back. Hit it!
Hello, Cauldron Lake. Great to see so many federal agents here tonight. Prepare to experience a soul-searing, mind-frying act of black magic and sorcery. This song goes out to our favorite tortured writer. Let these sweet tunes guide you out of the darkness. It's called Dark Ocean Summoning.
Last time we had music playing, we had to fight a whole bunch of shit, so...
Hey, you're making me look bad in front of Saga, bro. Let's try that again.
It is awesome to have a soundtrack when you're fighting.
Crime's happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt.
The show's drawing a crowd.
Take an incoming, Anderson.
Baldur's with them. Shit.
I'll light him up. Anderson, heads up.
I get him finally?
I have him in the light.
Shit. I can't. They're coming from literally all around us. Okay. Oh no. Like there's nowhere to. Maybe if I just put my back right up against here.
Fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt.
The show's drawing a crowd.
Take an incoming, Anderson.
Actually, maybe I should put my back up against them.
They're coming.
Yeah, this is better. I don't know what I was thinking. They're coming out of the lake, of course.
I'll get him into the light. Anderson, trouble on the way.
Yeah, but they aren't super easy to see, bro.
I got him for you, Anderson.
I'm running out of ammo.
Got a delivery for you, Anderson.
That's not what I need right now. All right, now we're good. That's plenty of ammo. God, taking care of that dashy one that was throwing shit at us right away made this a lot simpler to begin with.
I'll blast him with the light.
Oh, behind me. I don't know why I keep wanting this song to suddenly go, gimme, gimme, gimme a man.
Anderson, I dropped gear for you.
Could you imagine this fight if it was... like, you remember how many shots these things were taking?
More taken on the way.
I guess we'd have a new shotgun, but still. Just feeling more and more like doing the one-shot kills was the right choice.
I have him in the light.
Oh. Yeah, I never would have gotten through this fight. Just would not have happened.
There's more ammo waiting.
Don't worry, when we play Control, the combat's fun.
For you, Anderson.
In fact, controlling combat is stupid fun. Is there somebody behind me? Oh, I would have swore there was somebody behind me. They're really coming now, damn. Shit, we got another one throwing stuff at us too.
The power of rock and roll.
All right. Oh. Oh.
What happened? Why didn't it work? I did everything right. Art to bring him back? Clicker to make it real? So where the fuck is he?
wasn't able to escape. The dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript, Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar, important. I had to find it.
I need to find a save point.
I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
So we don't have any story ideas anymore. Are we back in the studio?
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time we wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night.
All right. Well, we'll pick back up here next week. Bye, Mom. Bye, honey. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. If you didn't, please email me and tell me why.